It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
He's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 46, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just... wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 3rd down, Kramer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. It's Kramer, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, McKinley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Oliver. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, Oliver. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They run with Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Is Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brent.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's complete to Rodgers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hines. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in Week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. third down. Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, it's Kramer. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Third down, Kramer, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Kramer, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Operating from the gun, Oliver. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he goes out right around the 39. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Oliver. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. Kramer. And down to the 36-yard line here. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Oliver. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Oliver. And he's got this to Jefferson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Oliver looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Fights loose. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kramer. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try the left side. Kramer. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, Oliver. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Looking to throw. Oliver. Going for Jefferson downfield. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
To throw on third down, Oliver. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Oliver. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Kramer, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Oliver. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Oliver. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer, and some space here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Kramer, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on second down. Oliver, he finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, McKinley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kramer, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run on first down. Kramer. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 183 yards rushing for him now here in week one. A very solid start to this new campaign. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked up about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Allen now on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Allen to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Allen. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers get a score closer. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, 203 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Detroit, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.